Blogger Roundup. It is myOrganized.life live, April 6, 2018.
Hello.
Hey, it's Friday.
It is. Woohoo!
Yeah, love Fridays, right?
Yes.
Because we get the weekend. 5 full days of this show takes so much out of you.
It's grueling.
Yes, but we always end the week on like this peak because it is Blogger Roundup, which we know is your favorite show.
It's my favorite show. It's a lot of people's favorite show, I think.
It is. Well, welcome to myOrganized.life live. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and get your feedback with questions and comments. In fact, you know the fire drill in the comments. Tell us where you're watching from.
Right. Yep. And if they have a favorite blog that you like.
Yeah, we're still soliciting blogs. We have some new ones this week.
Right.
New uncovered, which is great.
One is a familiar one that we've talked about before, but 2 are new.
Good. All right. Well, we need to get on with it right away.
All right.
So, all right. So who's going first?
I think I'm going to kick it off.
Okay.
This is Monica Friel, who we've talked about before. Her website is Chaos to Order.
Chaos to Order.
And this is a little different. This didn't actually come from her blog, but she posted this to Facebook.
Okay.
So if you go to her Chaos to Order
.com
and click on her Facebook link.
Click on her Facebook link.
It'll bring you to this Paper Clutter Cures article.
And I think what this is from her newsletter.
Yeah, I think it came from her newsletter.
You know the way social media is working now, everything's connected to everything. Newsletters are connected to Facebook, are connected to Twitter. Just like this show.
Yes, it always comes back to something.
YouTube and all those things. Okay,
so Paper Clutter Cures.
All right.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paper issues that she has on this list and how to deal with them.
Number one,
pending papers.
Okay.
Where do you put your important papers that must be remembered?
All right. Well, actually, if someone were to go back a few weeks to our desktop organizing episode, see, everything does tie back, doesn't it? And you can find out about maybe having that active file on top of your desk.
Okay.
Am I right?
Well, she says it's a good idea to have a visual, like a bulletin board.
Yeah, bulletin board is a great idea.
Or you can file them.
Yeah.
Set a reminder on your phone on where they are, so you're not placing, the baseball ticket somewhere and then, oh shoot, where did I put those?
Right.
Put it on your phone to remember where you put them.
Okay, that's good.
So that was the first one. Tax documents.
This time of year, coming up, their taxes are due in like a week.
Yeah.
Have you got yours done?
Yes. We talked about this on other show.
On our last minute tax tip show.
Ours are done.
Everything's coming around to everything, isn't it? I love it.
Yes. Okay, this was basically saying tax time is coming.
Yeah.
You need to keep them organized.
Yes.
Don't have them scattered all over.
Yeah.
Keep them in a spot, and maybe after you're done filing, try to get a system for next year.
Yeah.
Just set in place.
I think that's one of the common tips because we've done several podcasts on tax organizing, and it always comes down to you really at the last minute you're just trying to get your stuff together. But if you take and use this year's tax season as the kickoff for next year's, and get yourself some kind of container that can hold those things.
Start saving your stuff in one spot going forward. Yeah. Okay, magazines, newspapers, and catalogs.
Ooh.
I think this is a big problem for a lot of people. People save magazines for years.
Yes.
And it's probably not necessary.
No.
Right? She says, keep the most relevant one, just the most important ones to you. Set boundaries on what stays and kind of ditch the rest.
Yeah, I know we've talked on the show previously about I think it was your grandfather and my parents. Everybody has, keeps all those. It's like the National Geographic.
Yep.
They're so beautiful. There's stacks and stacks. And how often do you? And then you know what you end up using them for? You take the maps out of there and use them as wrapping paper. Have you ever done that before?
No, I haven't.
There's an organizing tip for you.
That's a good idea.
Those maps are really cool in the old National Geographic, and you take them out and you can wrap gifts in them.
Good idea.
Hey,
I like it.
Maybe we should do a show on that.
Do you have some old National Geographics?
I don't anymore.
We could bring in? No?
My mom and dad passed away, and
those went in the
bin? They went away too.
Okay. Kids, school, and artwork.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about this last week on our solution show.
Yep.
Remember Glenda had made that binder?
Yes, the organizer for school stuff.
Yes, she suggests, keeping a couple pieces of paper and maybe save the rest digitally.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Take a picture and
yes, I think saving the stuff digitally is getting more and more popular now too. I just know because you get a lot of stuff.
Right.
And you can't keep everything.
Can't keep every macaroni artwork.
Right. And the
macaroni
yeah.
dries and falls off into the
But if you take a picture of it and save it to the cloud, you have that memory.
Yeah, you don't quite get the feel of the macaroni on the paper, but
yeah,
it's something.
And I think too, it was about a week ago, one of my daughters had her birthday, and I went back 10 years, and I had on the cloud, so we put all our pictures on the cloud, and I pulled a picture from 10 years ago and put it on Instagram saying, happy birthday.
Yes.
It's like, kind of fun. So there is a use for saving that stuff.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay,
sticky notes. Do you have an abundance of those around?
No, actually, I don't.
No? Okay.
Because I know that people
stick
use
them
their
everywhere.
computer monitor as the bulletin board for their sticky notes.
Or at home, they're on the fridge or they're on the cupboard. Yeah. She says maybe try using a notebook and writing everything down in there, just keeping that in one spot versus notes
I've even
stuck
seen people
everywhere.
who have notebooks that they put their sticky notes in, kind of like it's pages and pages.
That would work too.
I know one of our viewers made a comment, I think a week or two ago, about she can't give up her sticky notes. So we're not telling you to give up your sticky notes.
No.
Just find a way to kind of organize them.
I couldn't either. They're very handy.
They are very handy.
Okay, and then the last one is mail. We've had the mail conversation dozens of times.
Yes. What does she recommend?
She recommends starting from right when you get it.
Yep.
If there's stuff to ditch.
Before it even leaves your hands, it needs to be sorted and thrown away.
Exactly.
So this one's not on her blog, but if you go to chaos2order.com and then click on her Facebook page, and
her most recent post
is a link to this. Yeah. Now, if you watch this 3 weeks from now, it probably won't be.
Nope.
But what was the title on that?
It was Paper Clutter Cures.
Paper Clutter Cures. So look for that on Monica Friel's Facebook page, but you can get to it through her website, chaos2order.com. All right, so the next one, we'll just put the slide up right away for them.
Okay.
This is from realsimple.com. We've heard of that
magazine
before.
Yeah, that magazine is very inspirational.
Yeah.
Oh my
what's
gosh.
interesting about the way their magazine is laid out is they don't really have a blog because it's a bunch of articles. So in order to get this, you have to kind of find the subcategory of organizing.
It's kind of buried in there. We kind of stretch
or you can just type in how to finally clear out your closet for good. And this says according to the professionals, so that's what caught our eye on
today we are
this.
going to pretend that we're professionals and relay this article.
Yeah, well, this is good because there are some, we've also done podcasts on this. We had one, I believe, with Amy Tokas about organizing your closet.
Yep.
And so some of this stuff you can find on our website, smead.com/podcast. If you want a little more in-depth, we're just going to give you a very high-level view of what this. The author of this is Tamara Kraus, but she's a writer for realsimple.com. Number one, measure your space. How often have we heard that? Because one of the tips we hear on the podcast is that people first, they start at the store and buy their containers
I want this
first,
bin. Give me all these bins.
And they don't fit.
Yeah.
So measure your space first, measure width, depth, height, and don't forget to make note of any obstructions.
Right.
Like alcoves, or maybe have a slanted roof or whatever. You want to make sure that your containers can fit in those spots. And not that everything has to go in a container, but you want to have that kind of mapped out and take that with you to the store so that you have the dimensions there and you can look at the containers.
Yep.
Number two, clean it out. And we've talked about that in our podcast.
That's a task in itself.
Pull it all out.
My gosh.
Right?
You've got the bed just heaped with clothes.
And she says, follow the 1-year rule to purge outdated clothes or garments that don't fit. If you haven't used it or worn it in a year, it's safe to say it's time to get rid of it. But how do we know whether or not we've had a tip on one of our podcasts about that. How do we do that?
Turn the hangers backwards.
Okay.
And so then when you wear that shirt,
the
next time you can take it off the hanger and turn the hanger the correct way. But if after a year, if the hanger is still backwards, you know you haven't worn it. So time to get rid of it.
Awesome. Number three, line the shelf. To add visual interest, line your closet shelves with a pattern or scented shelf liner paper.
I bet you do that.
We would never put scented. No.
I know you wouldn't.
My wife would freak out on that. But anyway, it does, those liners really do give you a kind of a finished look.
Yeah, right.
So I think that's good. Number four, a great tip that we've talked about too is maximizing vertical space. Because sometimes you just don't have all the space. So don't let that valuable space go to waste.
The back of the closet door, if you have a door that opens versus the bifold. Put scarves, jewelry, even those over-the-door shoe things on there.
They make a lot of noise when you close the door.
But
moving seasonal items to the top shelf will also clear hanging space on your closet rod. Better yet, store them under your bed with a rolling under-bed storage box.
Good idea.
Or in another space with a garment rack. But again, on that under-bed storage box, make sure you measure before you buy it. The last thing you want to do is bring that thing and it won't fit.
Yep, exactly.
Ugh. All right, number five on how to finally clear out your closet for good, make use of the floor. She talks about stacking shoe shelves are an easy way to keep extra shoes from getting lost in your closet while keeping them in sight.
Okay.
A shoe cabinet can save even more space. And if you have room, you'll find you can store like maybe a short hamper beneath your hanging clothes. So, and maybe even a little step stool, because sometimes it's nice to, you have those high closets where it's like,
it's hard for me to get my stuff.
Get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little step stool can maybe go in there.
Good idea. Good
I know
idea.
we have the wire rack closets, and for the shoes, they have the kind of the angled.
Oh, okay.
And that really is nice because it does use a little bit less space, I think. It kind of uses more vertical, but those work well.
Okay.
And then don't forget the doors. Your closet doors are an ideal place to store everything. Yep. Okay. Robes, accessories, jewelry, and shoes. So, and if you're organizing a kid's closet, it's great to put place to put hair accessories and a backpack. And you can get, like you mentioned, the over-the-door hangers. There's all kinds of those available. So I'll put the slide back up again, and that is from
realsimple.com.
How to finally clear out your closet for good, according to the professionals.
All right. Our couple, they're in their mid-30s. They started this blog 10, 12 years ago, and it was just started off as home renovations. They started off with their kitchen. They wanted to keep their family in the loop on the progress, and it just exploded.
From there. Now they have like Home Depot sponsoring.
They have everything.
Wow.
They're on their third house, and now they're doing some beach house renovations.
I remember a few years ago, because they used to live in a really small starter home, and then they got this really nice home, and corporate sponsors helped them with that. But that's great.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the sponsors helped them with that, but they get money from sponsors.
Yeah,
for
absolutely. So what are they talking about?
So Sherry, the wife of the team, also does home staging now on the side. So springtime, people are getting ready to sell their house or just spring clean. Yeah. So she did an article on tips for selling or just simplifying your house.
Oh, nice. We always like simple things.
And this article is massive, so I only pulled out a few tips. So go there and check it out, because it's packed full of stuff. So the first thing, clear your countertops.
All right.
Whether this is for selling purposes and taking pictures, or just in general.
Yeah.
If you don't need people coming in, looking at your house and seeing your blender on the counter. They say even the biggest kitchens and the most fancy kitchens look cluttered with, when that stuff is out.
Yeah, like the Vitamix or whatever it is.
Store as much as you can.
Every day, you do want to try to keep it off, keep it clear.
Especially if you're going to sell.
Yeah.
So just store as much as you can when you're going to do that stuff. Simplify other surfaces. Clutter zones like the kitchen table, nightstands, countertops, and bookcases. Have that clear of clutter. People think they're accessorizing. Well, sometimes you don't realize when you're living there that those accessories, they can be just kind of too much for people. Let's see. Remove small rugs and unnecessary floor coverings. And I had never heard of that.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, she describes it as you walk into a house and the floor is kind of just this, especially if it's in like open concept, these days. If there's little rugs, even in front of the sink, or even if your eyesight goes into a bathroom and you have a little mat in front of the sink, it blocks your eye of the whole expansion. And so it's just this illusion.
It's very a visual illusion.
It is. So that was a pretty good tip.
That's a good.
Accessorize with caution. A lot of people say when you're going to sell your house, get rid of all your personal pictures.
Like any pictures.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily 100% agree with it. Keep a couple things, because if someone sees a family picture on a mantle, maybe they can picture their family picture there.
Yeah, as long as it's not something really weird.
Right.
Well, let's put her slide up one more time.
It's Young House Love.
Their slide.
Their slide.
Yeah, what are their names? Do you know?
They're John and Sherry Petersick.
Okay, great. YoungHouseLove.com. Check it out. They have a journey in their life that they're kind of documenting through this, so it's pretty cool. So, all right, well, that is Friday Blogger Roundup.
All right.
That means Monday we're starting all over again.
New
Do
week.
I have any?
What's the calendar say?
Let's take a look. Leanne's been working well and trying to get ahead of.
Yep, you claim I don't do anything, but I just put this calendar together in my free time.
Monday, time management for teens.
Oh, yes.
Anybody need help with their teens? Yeah.
Okay,
time management.
Right?
Yes, I do.
This kicks off kind of a...
Oh, it's a time management week theme. Oh,
with our buddy Leslie.
Yeah.
Leslie Josell.
Yeah, and then Tuesday we're going to do 5 steps to successful time management.
Okay.
Boy, and then, the podcast coming up on Wednesday is awesome.
Do I remember that one?
Leslie Josell, How to Study.
Oh, that's right.
For
Yes.
students,
yes, yes.
especially as we're getting near here the end of the school year
Yep.
and people are taking the ACT and SAT tests. I thought it was really great. Some great.
Yeah, Leslie, she's really good at that.
Yeah.
At teen and student organizing.
Yeah.
So
That's just a glimpse of what you. That's only 3 of the days.
we
and
just
then-
scratched the surface
that's
on what
right.
we're going to talk about.
Good. Well, listen, it's going to be a great weekend. Hopefully in Minnesota. Not that we're going to complain about the weather. It's
No.
too cold to do spring cleaning, so
Yeah.
we're going to have to delay that
We'll have
another
to
week.
Let our house thaw before we do
Yes,
that.
we'll
Yep.
do that, and then we will be back here Monday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time. And if you have any comments, even if you're watching this on the replay, we come back and check the page, or if you're watching on YouTube, put the comments down, give it a thumbs up, share this with people because we want to get exposure.
Yes. And we like interacting with our
We do.
people that
So.
like to watch.
And a shout out to Lori. How you doing? Great to see you on today. All right, that's it, folks, for myOrganized.life live.